Shannon Ambrosio or Chef Shannon Ambrosio. Depends on which situation I'm in. Sometimes I move my situation to another location in the kitchen, on the podcast. It depends. So, how's everybody doing out there? It's been a while, and we're just here to say we're back. We're back. I don't know for how long. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. I think that's a wonderful message. Anybody who thinks otherwise ain't having enough fun. I can tell you that. And you know what happens to anybody who's not having enough fun here, Chris? You know, right?
Absolutely.
They get the goat. Please don't get the goat. Make sure you are having the time of your life because during your life, that's the only time you can have. It's the time of your life. Life is a very funny thing. It's made up of moments and experiences that last us a lifetime. So we all need to pay more attention to that. What do you think, Chris?
I agree.
It's nice. We got a funky new setup over here. It's like the funky Medina of setups in the studio now. We have multiple cameras. Show them, Chris.
Empty chair.
There you go.
Me.
Hey. And yours truly. Or truly yours. It depends on how you know me. Could be yours for that one low price of. And don't worry, we'll throw in a set of Ginsu knives with that one. I'd say I'm going to get my first post out here for the podcast that's happening live on YouTube here. I'm going to throw it on the talk for now, and we'll see what happens. I know everybody out there has social media, right, Chris?
Yeah.
That's everybody lives by that now. So make sure you are subscribed to my social media, all of it. I'm on. I don't not on the Facebook no more. I don't do the whole what's his name. I do the Instagram still. So I'm on the IG. I'm on the Instagram on the Chef Shannon Ambrosio, and the same on the TikTok. You can find me on Shannon Ambrosio. Or they should work. And this is live on YouTube. And if you're watching and you know, this is the everything, the letter N, nothing podcast. Because the podcast is about everything, which is things that are happening in our communities around the globe, nationally, internationally. It just happens to be the way I feel about certain issues that are going on. And then the nothing part, it could be about absolutely nothing, which could be where Mr. Softy came from, or how how do they get the holes in donuts? I mean, I have my own theory on that one, but that's just me.
You ever see that video of the Mickey Mouse in the '60s when he was plowing the donuts?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was fucking the holes into them.
Yeah, as I said, it's funny how we don't think how the holes get there in the donuts, but we kind of know. I mean, whether we want to believe it or not, that's a different story. So, but the podcast will be in that format going forward. A little bit of everything, which happens to be uh, mostly news things, and then the nothing part.
You got
Which,
Thomas Mad Dog says, "Happy Sunday, dude."
oh, that's what's up, Tommy Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Oh, row, 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 row. That's what's up. Tommy's always around. He doesn't miss anything. Doesn't miss a post. Doesn't miss the live. And truly, truly a good friend. How you doing, brother? I hope all is well.
I got the live stream up too. I'm just watching it happen as it's going.
It looks good.
It looks okay. It's got the latency, and I'm sure it's uploading as we're going, so the quality isn't maximum, but it's working.
All right, Thomas will give us some feedback. Tommy, what do you think? How's the broadcast looking? Is it clear? Is the sound good? Tommy always has great feedback.
It's cool. I could see the comments as they're coming in through Riverside.
Oh wow, yeah. Because oh
That's
oh
cool.
yeah, because
Yeah,
the camera went blank again.
yeah, I could just tap the button.
There's got to be a setting on there. I thought I changed the setting when I first initially hooked it up because it said power off for screen, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I turned it off so that it it shouldn't be powering off. But what do we know? Because we used it originally. Originally, that camera there that's on Christopher is the first camera. Well, it's the first camera I used down here when I started the studio.
Thomas said, "All good in the Allendale hood."
Oh, that's what's up. He's in Allendale, Allendale. But that's not, isn't
He said you're great.
thanks. Yo, Tommy Mad Dog, that's what's up. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, and we have the sound effects on there still. Oh,
Yeah.
That's some cool shit. We got to figure out how to work the sound thing with the voice where it changes the voice.
Yeah, we'll get it one day.
Hey, didn't you add extras on there already?
No,
Yes.
whatever came pre-built into it. I don't know how to really do it though.
Oh, for the voice change.
Yeah, just you mu you s and you dog.
It's such a great feature. I think absolutely anything, any production value you can add to this is just good. It works. It works itself in the regimen.
Yeah, you know what else is gonna tell your dog to stop and move on.
Don't get the goat, folks. We're gonna be. This is gonna be fun because the transition into doing this correctly, like this is a much better broadcasting software. Like they say, you get what you pay for. So the idea is that the structure of the broadcasting software works better. It's much more seamless. The quality of the things that are happening now with the studio and what we're doing. I gotta change the headphones. These shitty headphones. It doesn't sound good enough.
Your headphones?
No, my headphones, these are the good ones.
Oh,
These other ones that you guys have, those are the like $5 jammies. I
yeah,
bought like a 12 pack for like 30 bucks or so.
no, it's okay.
They sound horrible. The headphones sound much better on this one. But the podcast is going to get much more interesting now that all of these things are going to be working. They'll have different camera views. The lighting is 100% better. Cameras are so much better. Everything is just fantastic
Hey,
equipment wise.
that glam monitor right there, is that an LG?
This one,
Yeah,
yes.
that's an LG. I think I can connect it and you mess around while we're here.
No, but that LG might be the television upstairs.
Um, LG WebOS TV. Yeah, all right.
That might be upstairs. I think we tried to connect this wirelessly. Not this one, that one. The one that's on the wall, the bigger one.
Yeah,
I think we tried to connect that one wirelessly. It didn't work.
trying to see if I can give you. I don't know if it's necessary. I don't know if you need it. Fine.
What do you mean?
I was trying to see if I can share the screen onto that so you can see half the studio and then half of what's going on my screen. But really,
Oh,
it's not that important.
I was hoping to get I was hoping to have it so that this the computer that you're at would play on the bigger screen.
Yeah,
I was hoping to have gotten that to work, but it didn't. For some strange reason, I don't know. I can't get it to work properly yet because it did work at one point. At one point, that was a confidence monitor,
yeah.
but I don't know why it doesn't work now yet. But I'll figure it out. I hope everybody had a great week. This week was kind of a funny week weather-wise. We got a lot of rain yesterday. A lot of rain. Holy cow, rain! And then it was really warm for 2 days last week. I was like, all right, this is kind of percolating into the warmer weather. I hope the spring is trying to make it show its face at some point. It's supposed to get cold again next week, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I just don't want. As long as we got rid of the really cold weather inside the building on the upper floors won't work, and it gets better cold up there when it's cold out. Um, but don't you worry, folks. Swamp ass is coming. It'll be here before you know it. No, we'll be crying about how hot it is. First, we cry about how cold it is and now how hot it is. You know what we are? We're a bunch of whining bitch asses. Can't make up our minds which one we like better, except for when we have the other one in place. It's crazy. But I'm looking forward to starting this again. And I think it'll be better too, because if we decide, first of all, we have the other cameras, and if we decide, right, when we're doing having guests on now, the look is better, the feel is better, and the audience itself this is a professional setup now with the camera switching and everything else that's happening. And I think it looks better, the quality of everything, the way my son Christopher set all this up. This is the real deal now. This isn't just like, all right, let's hurry up and put this together. This is the real deal now. So I'm excited about that. And going forward, there'll be other people here with us, right, Chris? Chris Chris will probably eventually work on something, and then George. Hopefully, we can get George back here.
Georgie boy.
Georgie boy, Georgie Porgy. Oh, you should text him. Tell him to turn it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send out this, and let's see. We get everything, and this way, I'm gonna send out another.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a way to get that screen working so I can pull stuff up on there
Yeah,
so you can look at stuff.
yeah. We gotta, and the audience sees it.
Mhm.
Right? It has to there is a way. Like I said, it's just a matter of watching some of those tutorials on Riverside
Yeah.
because there's a way to get it so that the computer gets we can have the computer go into the ATEM.
Yeah.
You put a HDMI from the computer into the ATEM, and then whatever's the computer's seeing, then we could put it out for everybody to see.
There you go. Can you see that on the screen?
Can I see what on this?
Yeah, I put up your the little you can't see it on your screen right now?
No, I can't see anything up
Oh,
there.
it says live with Shannon Ambrosio on there.
Oh, that's cool. But it's I would say it's only a button. We just got to find the right button to press.
Yeah.
And then a cable, right? So it's probably just a cable from the computer over to.
Let me see if I can see. Oh yeah, you can see it on the actual YouTube.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right there in the media. Create engaging lower thirds to share info with your audience. These can be modified later in the editor. That's cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But I can't see it.
No, I
No.
guess not. I can see it on the YouTube as I look back on it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, but it's still another great feature. You know. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send this out. I'm sending this out on the talk right now, and then I'm gonna get it on the IG and see if we can get some folks interested enough. I, the idea of not doing this for a while, I think, is fine. In the case that I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable uh, being on this anymore with things not working and functioning the same exact way every time. It makes it extremely apprehensive. So I didn't like the idea of doing the setup too much, and that's why redoing the studio and getting everything set up properly, so I don't have to spend two hours every Sunday before I get started. It's just a matter of flipping a couple of switches, and I mean, Christopher and and uh, and I and a couple of the guys have been working on this thing. So now it's kind of just falling into place where it'll just be much easier to do this every single time, and it'll work 100% every single time. It works. How does the saying go? It works 60% of the time, 100% of the time. That was a Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burns.
Stay classy, Chicago. Very funny movie.
You can call me Dragon. You can call me Nighthawk.
It's funny. It's just a funny movie, and I like that. I like that when the idea of the funny movies don't really mean much, so it's good. I like that. Um, so the live feed seems to be working. I'm digging that. Everything, like I said, the only thing we're gonna do is up the production value every single week. Every single week, the production value is gonna go up, and maybe who even knows? At some point, Christopher, I may even get a guest here, right?
Yeah.
I may get a guest in. So
Flaunting around.
yeah, and it's good, right? Flip the cameras again. This is just wonderful. Watch. Bing, there
How
he
you
is,
doing?
the man.
Yeah, there he is.
That's it.
We actually have a great guest tonight. It's the Invisible Man from the Hollow Man movie.
Yes,
He's
yeah,
sitting right there. He's talking right now.
yes. But even his words are invisible, so you can't hear.
He goes by Jeff these days. Yeah, we get it. Fucking jerk.
He's always being condescending.
Yeah, over there fucking smiling up at that $10 million smile they put on him. Look at him.
He's got all gold fronts.
Shit.
Can't see a thing. All right. Anybody else with us? Anybody else join us? Just
You got
Thomas.
you got 3 people in
Oh
here.
wow.
One of them is me.
Oh, hey, how are you,
Me,
man?
Tom, and this is oh, you have Elisa Wagner.
Hey, Alyssa, how are you?
Hello, my old friend. I just popped on to say hi and glad you're back on the air. I missed the show.
Hi.
Have to run for now. Definitely pop up again in the
All
next
right.
round.
Don't run unless somebody's chasing you, really.
Yeah, don't trip.
Let's be careful when you're running there. Put your running shoes on. All right. Let's do where am I now? Let's do the Instagram one. Let's just set it up. Let's just set it up. Oh,
Yeah, you've been live for 15 minutes.
15 minutes and count. Oh, so all right. So we do another hey, how you doing out there, everybody? It's your boy, Shannon Bros. Here. What's going on? So starting the podcast back up again. Everything is fantastic. It's only going to get better. Make sure you are tuning in everything, the letter N, nothing podcast. It'll be on Sundays most of the time. We may change. I'm not sure, but Sunday for now, the way it's been. And I'm going to continue. So make sure you guys are going over to YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed. You heard, you heard. Yo, what up, Greg? But go over to YouTube. The Everything, the letter N, nothing podcast. We'll be live on Sundays from now on. Just got finished shooting one. So make sure you guys are heading over there and take a listen. What do you think? We're still going or we shut it off?
I don't know. You want to say goodbye to Thomas Mandos?
Well, let's stay on.
Yeah, I don't care.
Let's stay on for a little bit and see how it goes. Why is it your video must be at least a minute long? Oh, okay. Okay. But let's do let's send this one. This really does consume you. You know that, right? I'm just sitting here in dead air space. That's horrible. We have to figure this out, especially when you do the post. Um,
What do you mean?
because I'm sitting here trying to post and do the live.
You just gotta keep talking. You have to do that before.
Yes, I have to do this way before. I mean, normally I used to, but I like the idea of having this live at the same time that this is live. So I guess it kind of works.
Yeah.
Because people will go right over because it's happening currently. I think that's good. No,
Yeah, but when you're on, you shouldn't really.
I shouldn't be engaging.
You shouldn't be on your phone anyway.
I shouldn't be on my phone anyway. How many times have we heard that? You shouldn't be on your phone anyway. And I don't know. I don't know if I don't ever believe, I didn't ever believe that was a problem. But I mean, it is kind of a problem, but not really. Because if
Yeah, well,
you,
it's your first time back. Next time you have to know that you're gonna go on, and you just do it a little bit before.
yes.
You let everybody know that you're going live.
And then this way I don't have to really look like I'm not paying attention to everybody that's out there. You know what I mean? I don't want you. I don't want to be rude or be saying I'm rude. What do you think? Yeah, that's a good lesson. Only one more. That's it.
Thomas said you had a loss for words.
Me hardly ever, right? Thomas already knows. Thomas is like, no, not
You got
possible.
4 people watching now.
Doug got the 4-H club here.
Yeah, you got 4 people in here. You better start fucking yapping it up, dude.
You better go say some shit for somebody. Otherwise, everybody's getting out of here. Well, I'll do my best. Really excited about my new project though. That's going to be a really cool one. So I'm just leaving the project I'm on now in New York City, which is 25 Water Street, which is absolutely amazing. In case you don't know out there, everybody look it up. 25 Water Street, New York City, largest amenity package in the entire United States. Because your boy right here, ping, pang, boom, and we're all invited to the opening.
Yeah, free hamburgers. You walk in, they got hamburger hot dogs on the grill. You walk in, right next to the gym.
Right next to the gymnasium. The gymnasium. There's a lot of stuff down there in the underdwellings of the building that is being built, 25 Water Street. But then my next project is really, really cool. I'll be working in the Flatiron building, remodeling the Flatiron building. It's going to be absolutely stunning. So that's a pretty cool one. And I'm really digging it. Really, really digging it. It's going to be very interesting. They're trying to restore some of the interior. Well, the outside of facade, because the building is a historic building. It's built in early 1900s, I think before, but 1902, 1907, something like that. I don't remember.
They have running water back then?
They, yes.
Or they were hanging up bags and stabbing holes and washing their hands.
It wasn't as crude as that. They did have indoor plumbing by that time.
I was looking this up the other day. You know, like only like 25% of homes in the U.S. had electricity, like in the 1960s.
Yes.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. They had knob and tube.
That's insane.
Yeah, they had knob and tube electricity. It was all knobs and numbered tubes.
People were walking around with candles
Yes.
up until the 70s.
Well, they had inside some of the old buildings, they had the thing you put kerosene in one location and then it filled in and you went around and lit these things inside your home. And
So
they
that
had
was a job up until then. Somebody
yes,
walked around and lit fires.
every night. Every night they lit street lamps. That's why they're called street lamps. They lit them. There's a guy walked around the town with the big thing, the big stick over there, peeing, and he lights shit up.
Yeah, better times.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more fires.
Yes.
Or do you think or not?
Yes. Well, I guess that's the reason we have a lot of materials in the construction business now. It has to be fire rated now.
Yeah.
And they have fire codes for wall types and everything. It's absolutely amazing. The arc systems that go inside buildings. And the arc system basically allows communication for the fire department in the building during a fire. And it's a very, very crucial element to having buildings built inside New York City now because of 9/11.
Because of 9/11?
Yeah. The whole idea of all that, big giant fires and skyscrapers and the firemen can't communicate. If you go past a certain number of floors in the building, there's no communication. So we have to they put in these arc systems. So on every floor, there's a communication station that has to be fire rated so it allows enough communication for a certain amount of time in the building for the firemen to rescue people and find people. Absolutely amazing.
I see.
Very intricate. You heard?
Oh, that's why we have all those fire guys that just make chili all day.
Because we're making the jobs easier for them.
Just making cooking bowls of chili.
Firehouse chili and
Shooting,
fireman subs and everything.
shooting fucking Pete Davidson movies in the firehouse.
Hey, listen to me. You can only fight fires when there's a fire. So you have to think about those things. You heard? I think it's good. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Quality's good. Now listen to me, folks. Make sure you're staying tuned in because we're going to be doing a lot more of these now. And that it's pretty much complete now, right, Chris?
I think it is. One more light.
Yep.
Good.
One more light. I think we're golden. I think everything is much better now. I mean, the quality of the production is much better.
Good.
And I think that's it. All right, folks. Listen to me. You're Rotten Scoundrels. Keep checking back in. And when you get those alerts, make sure you watch. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, the Everything, the letter N, Nothing podcast, Shannon Ambrosio. And my social media. You'll find me on Instagram, TikTok. I think somebody still has a bootleg account of my Facebook. I mean, if you join the Facebook one, it's not me.
They're gonna ask you for your fucking crypto wallet account.
That's exactly what somebody did. They set it up as if I was selling crypto, and people are starting to contact me. Hey, yo, you selling crypto? I'm like, no.
Tom said, I believe there is a neighborhood in Boston that still has hand-lit streetlights.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, what did they fucking forget to move forward in time? Somebody ran too fast backwards and they just shoot the whole neighborhood into 1940.
Yeah, they left it. I think it's a great idea, but So in other words, because people feel nostalgic, our tax money has to pay somebody to go around and light these fucking street lamps instead of just flipping a switch somewhere. I don't know. I don't know
You
if
can't be bothered with those wire things. Get
yeah,
the fuck out of here.
I don't know. But hey, listen, to size each their own, right? All right, folks, kudos. I'm out.
Later. All right, we're done.
That's pretty good.